Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. Today we're looking at Metal Gear for the NES. Metal Gear was released by Ultra in 1988. Outer Heaven's leader has launched the super weapon Metal Gear, prompting to convert units Foxhound to act. You play as Solid Snake, a skilled operator trainee in hand-to-hand combat and weapons. Your mission is to stealthily take down armed enemies, rescue hostages, and collect and maintain communication with Commander Big Boss for intel on Metal Gear's location, collecting various weapons to ultimately find and to destroy Metal Gear. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps us this channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, how is Metal Gear today? Here is our review of Metal Gear for the NES. In this game, you play as Snake, a new kid on the block for the top secret government organization Foxhound. Your mission is to infiltrate the terrorist base Outer Haven, rescue fellow agent Gray Fox, and find a way to destroy the nuclear mech weapon Metal Gear. There are a few cutscenes and dialogue to help with the story, and the story is done pretty good in this game. The gameplay is solid in this game. The A button fires your main weapon, while B button fires your sub-weapon, and the D-pad moves Snake around in any direction. You are in charge of Snake. After entering Outer Haven, the sector is divided into dozens of levels. You have to use stealth at all times to avoid the hostile forces. As customary in Metal Gear, if a guard spots you, the alarm will go off and your enemies will launch a full-scale assault until you are either dead or you can hide long enough for the soldiers to become disinterested. Backup will come and keep bothering you if the issue persists. In order to defend yourself against a few bosses in Outer Haven, and if you're unlucky enough to be discovered, the guards as well, you can acquire a variety of weapons during the quest. They consist of a handgun, a submachine gun, and eventually a rocket launcher. The remote controlled missiles are another option. These are especially entertaining since you may hide and shoot enemies without being seen. Key cards to rescue POWs and secured rooms are available on several floors. Upon completing enough nice deeds, you can promote yourself by earning stars, which increase your life bar and item capacity. But be careful, mistakes might cost you stars, and there are different types of weapons and items you can acquire along the way. There's a rocket launcher, a mine detector, and the famous cardboard box. The game allows you to explore multiple jungle locations, which really helps to keep the variety up and break off from the indoors areas where only the difference are the colors of the floors and the wall names. The sprites are visually appealing, however, occasionally it seems like they might have chosen better colors for them rather than using the same hurl as the background. With the exception of the occasional sprite flicker, which can be a little aggressive, graphics errors, and mercifully uncommon. The gray concrete walls that appear 10 years later in Metal Gear Solid are not too far from the game's overall attractive visual design. Now, in terms of sound, the game does well in some areas but poorly in others. The music fits the mood of sneaking and taking it slowly quite well because it is a decent blend of songs that aren't overly upbeat and heart-pounding but are also a little sophisticated and don't really just repeat a few tones. The sound effects are also rather good. It's never easy to make them sound realistic on an NES, but as long as a silenced pistol sounds different from the unsilenced one, that's fairly good. Using the radio is probably the only situation where the sound are truly not that great. The radio menu only plays a high-pitched siren sound before you dial a frequency and after you terminate the discussion. So, is Metal Gear worth playing today? Some of the problems players might have is that sometimes it's very unclear on what you have to do to advance, and a codec are for most part of the time no help at all. It can also be difficult to aim during stressed situations. but then you have to blame yourself more than the game. The game is difficult in the beginning, but it gets easier as you increase your rank. The story and the plot were deep for a Nintendo game back in the day, including a few interesting plot twists near the end. Although you received helpful information from your CEO, the Big Boss, as well as several Resistance members. It's definitely challenging, especially when playing for the first time without no guide. But overall, this game is a fun playthrough and it's still worth checking out today. Metal Gear for the NES is getting a 7.5 out of 10. What did you think about Metal Gear for the NES? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here in the next episode. Have a great day.